What's up, Reds? Good morning. Welcome to the Sunday Summary. I'm your host, Kyle. With me, as always, is Stephen Kane. That's a new one. I was not expecting that. I was just first time I seen it, reading it out loud. Steve, how you doing this morning, man? And how's everyone in the chat?
Um, I think I don't know if I've talked about this here, but I've never been a fan of Harry Kane for one reason or another. But today, Kyle, I'm a fan. I love that man today, and the fact that he did it against City, the team he was supposed to go to, but it fell through because they went with Grealish instead, or whatever the case was. I mean, he effectively had a hat trick. One goal was disallowed,
Essentially,
and he's responsible for setting up the first one. It was a masterclass.
he's good. He's always been great.
Yeah, he's spotty. He's injury prone. He's
Yeah,
slow.
he's definitely injury prone. That I will give you.
He,
He's injury prone.
he's slow. But he's still class at
Yeah,
times. He showed
but
that
man,
yesterday.
what a guy. What a guy coming through in the clutch for Liverpool. And honestly, I think that's the second time Spurs have beaten City this season, correct me if I'm wrong. Um,
I'm
but
not
the
sure.
fact of the matter is now we're looking at a very manageable title race, Steve. A very manageable title race.
I always thought it was. I wasn't one of those people freaking out, crying. I didn't think we had anything to really worry about yet. Thought it was a little too premature to start panicking when they were up 11 points and we had 3 games in hand or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Right? The games in hand and the fact that we play them again has always been kind of something to lean on.
Very true. The games in hand are really important, and that kind of brings me to looking at the table. One game in hand, and that's coming up this week against Leeds, I believe. And if we win that one, we're back within 3 points. 3 points, bro.
It's
3
unreal.
points. Quadruple? Can we win the quadruple, Steve?
Yeah.
Oh, unreal.
We will.
Think about it. Think about it, bro. Real quick, while you're pondering that quadruple, I want to go over to the chat, say good morning to everyone. Liz, Inglese, Oyvind, what's going on? Inglese. Oh, I said Inglese already. Dermot, 67, and George, good morning to everyone in the chat. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you're new, make sure you subscribe to the channel, share the stream, and leave your thoughts throughout in the chat. Now, Steve, with 3 points, we got the Leeds coming up. But the bad part is our depth couldn't have lasted very long, right? We got Bobby Firmino out with a muscular injury. We're not exactly sure how long Jota's out for. Hopefully, it's not too serious. What's the problem with Curtis Jones? Why is Curtis Jones not making the lineup? That's another concern for me.
I don't know.
They keep it low
I didn't
key.
realize that.
Yeah. And one thing that also, it doesn't bother me actually. I'd actually prefer if my team did this. They kind of keep everything low key, they don't really broadcast it. But we don't really hear a lot about players, unless
Curtis in
Klopp.
particular.
Curtis in particular, yeah. And, unless Klopp is asked directly about a player, we don't really hear too much about it.
So was he just not there?
No, he was there. I'm just not sure if he was on the bench, I guess. I can go
Well, if
back
he
and
was,
look.
then I don't know what we're talking about.
Well, let me go back here. Let me go back. I just want to look at the lineups yesterday.
Pull him up.
Hold on a second, bro. I'm trying to go to the lineups. Here we go. Bench. He wasn't on the bench, dude, but he was there.
Sitting there.
He was sitting there, right? He wasn't a substitute. Let me put it that way.
Huh.
It's interesting. It's very interesting. But man, can we just give a real quick, you guys see it in the bottom left-hand corner. Luis Diaz is off and running, bro. First goal for the club. It's a beauty of a chip over the keeper. Left foot. Class. Very class, man. And, very critical of him in the first half, of course, but man, he really sometimes that's all you need, dude. It's the pressure of that first goal. Once you get it, you're fine.
It was an unbelievable goal, and he's been knocking on the door since he stepped on the pitch 3 matches ago.
Yeah. And you said this to me yesterday during the live stream, but he is something we haven't had. That we don't have. A right-footed player who's not afraid to just rip them.
Yeah. I mean, Mane likes to dance. Mane will put in some crosses. Diaz is very direct, almost Salah-like. And even over the years, I think Salah's become less direct.
Yep.
He's more apt to just cut you up and break you down and shoot with his right. You know?
Yeah.
Diaz does not care. You give him an inch, he's ripping. And I live for that. I love it.
Who was the last player we had do that? Was it Coutinho, you think?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
And Coutinho, that was Coutinho's bread and butter. He lived and died by that curler far post. I'm
not saying Diaz can shoot like Coutinho. Coutinho at that point had the best long shot in the world. He had the most long shots in the Premier League in that span of time. Nothing was even close. I would compare Diaz to in between Ox of 17-18 and Coutinho.
Oh my God, we're actually picking out years of Ox.
This is what after a 3-4-1 win and a City loss, we can just do whatever we want.
Oh yeah, honestly, the City loss is what's so crucial. But let's actually circle back around to that. Ox, what are your thoughts on Ox yesterday? And guys, let us know in the chat. Also, good morning to Mama Mac in the chat. We got Joey Young in here. What's going on? And I said hello to everyone else. All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure. All right, so yeah, what's going on with Ox?
I thought the whole midfield was kind of weak yesterday. Actually, I thought Hendo was solid.
Hendo was so solid. What are you talking about?
I thought Keita and Ox were just there. I thought anybody could have filled their shoes yesterday.
Yeah. The substitutions are what saved us.
Oh, just legends.
Thiago, he's unreal.
As soon as he comes on, the game just changes, and it's never the same.
Yep, especially in the last two. But look, I want to hear your thoughts on this, and I want to hear everyone else's thoughts on it as well. Ian Richard, what's up? Klopp, you said this as well. Klopp showed zero respect to Norwich yesterday. Okay, given the starting lineup. I mean, Gomez. Thank God the man got some playing time. Thank God, because I'm gonna steal your joke. He's just tugging at Klopp's shirt. It's like, Klopp, can I play? Can I play? And Klopp's like, you know what? You're going to right back, Joe. And he's like,
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Look at me. I can be center mid or anywhere you'll put me on the pitch.
Like, Klopp, please just play me. Just play me. So Gomez gets to start at right back. Look, I mean, defensively, he's fine. I mean, maybe he was caught out once or twice given the position. But, I mean, the guy naturally can't really cross. He's not the best crosser. But I'm glad he got some playing time. We got Tsimikas, I mean, Tsimikas wasn't – again, it was just a rotation game. I think Klopp was looking for any reason to give Joe Gomez minutes because with Konate coming in and really if Nico Williams, imagine this, if Nico Williams wasn't sent out on loan, I don't think Gomez would have played yesterday. I think Nico Williams would have got the start.
Here's what I figured out. First of all, there was like I said, I'm going to reiterate this. There was absolutely no respect shown to Norwich with that lineup. None. It was like, okay, we don't really want you to score, so we'll put our center backs and our keeper there.
Yeah.
And we want to score. But we'll sprinkle Gomez in there. We'll give Robbo a rest. And then we'll play just like a weak midfield.
Yeah. I mean, throw Hendo in there for some solidity,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Hendo's built for those, those types of matches. He dominates.
Yeah.
But anyways, here's what I figured out about Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez as a right back is not a Liverpool player. He doesn't fit our style of play. He can't really get forward. He's got pace, but he's got no skill. No touch on his crosses. They just float and they keep floating and they go into the 14th row on the other side of the stadium. Like Trent can pinpoint it. He can finesse it. He can hit a laser across.
Yes.
He's accurate.
With pace.
Gomez is like what I would do. Just like, I just got to get this off and give somebody a chance.
Mm-hmm.
He just has no touch. So unless he's going to play center back, I don't think there's a future for him here.
Yeah. I agree, but we were talking about this. Those 2 seasons, 3 seasons, 4 seasons, whatever it was, where he was playing center back, really the one solid season where he was next to Van Dijk, we were actually talking about Joe Gomez being one of the best center backs in the Premier League. One of the best center backs in the Premier League and arguably the world, right? But of course, I've always been in the boat Matip's better. So, Matip, this is really, knock on wood, every single one of you, please knock on wood. This is the first season where Joel Matip has actually been consistently available for longer than like a couple weeks. And because of that, you're seeing the quality of Joel Matip. All right. And Konate, not to mention Konate. Okay, Konate is 2 solid seasons away from being one of the best center backs in the world. I'm telling you right now, I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill. The man is too athletic, too strong, too quick, and he's too good. He's just young. Gomez does not stand a chance at getting in that center back lineup unless it's a League Cup game. I don't even know if he's going to start in the League Cup final.
No. I already told you. They need to field the strongest lineup.
But maybe that's why Klopp played him. Because he's like, look, you need to get some legs or some minutes. That way, when you come to the League Cup final, you're not ice cold and your joints don't have cobwebs on them. You need to play.
Don't you want to see like the best 11?
Yes. No. I do. But the argument has to be made. The team that earned the League Cup final spot should play. No. But we're going for trophies here. This isn't.
Yeah, seriously.
We're going for trophies here. So, you know what I mean?
Come on. Is that a thing?
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
I mean, dude. No. We got to see Salah, Mane, Jota if he's fit, or Bobby up top. Midfield's got to be Thiago, Fabinho, Hendo. I think.
No, I see. I think in a who are we playing? Is it Chelsea?
It's Chelsea.
It's Chelsea. Okay. God, we're gonna have to go full strength, yeah, or at least damn near to full strength. The only thing, Kelleher is starting in goal. He's deserved it.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah, no, I think he'll start in goal.
I think he'll start. But yeah, and that we could get into Allison in a minute. But so that's Gomez. Let's talk about Ox. Ox could very well never play for this club again. I mean, I know he's going to, but yeah. Dude, it's just like
he scored in 3 consecutive matches before yesterday.
Okay. I'm glad you brought this up. Okay. So when I was doing my match reaction over on Anfield Agenda yesterday, a lot of slander to Ox. Rightly so. Tony, you said that we didn't even know he was playing the entire game. He was caught out, giving up possession too easily, wasn't with the pace. So rightly so, bad game yesterday. But you're right. He had multiple games where he was scoring. Multiple games where he was consistently contributing to the result of the game. And everyone was like, this is the Ox we know. This is what we need. But the second he has a bad game, the masses come out and say he's not good enough for this club, this and that.
He's not, what do we call it in a different sport? Like, he's not someone who can carry the team.
He's a role player.
He feeds off what's around him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, like, if you put Thiago in with, I don't know, who are 2 random midfielders? Morton and I don't care.
Jimmy Milner.
More like, I would say more than half the time, like, we'll still look okay because Thiago can run things. Ox doesn't do that. Ox is stuck between a midfielder and a winger. He used to play defense. He kind
Right
of just
wing.
roams. Yeah. He kind of just roams.
Yeah.
So he's going to feed off like what's around him, the types of delivery he's getting. And he's a streaky player. But I'm not going to slander him. I think he's a good sub, and he's good to start those types of games. Yesterday just wasn't his day.
I couldn't agree with you more. I know I just said he might be leaving, but again, most of the time I'm just trying to be funny because Ox is so inconsistent. I'm actually on the Liverpool app right now, believe it or not. Fabinho wins Standard Chartered Player of the Month.
Just a legend.
He scored almost in every game this past month. Crazy. And the Anfield Road stand is coming together. I like that. Bobby Firmino, bro. Bobby Firmino out for, I think, 8 weeks.
What?
8 weeks. Yep.
Oh,
Pretty sure.
So Diaz is starting the League Cup final.
It's got to be. It's got to be. Now I'm reading the article right now just to see what the extent of Jota's injury is, and this is Klopp's quote here. Klopp said, "With Diogo, it looks a little bit better than we first thought." You know what? I'm just going to pull this up and share this with you guys, so I'm not reading it. I want you guys to be able to read this along with us. But two very important players, dude. Two very important players. And they might be out for a while. And luckily, the Champions League, we have a solid cushion going into the second leg. Solid 2-goal cushion, especially it's at Anfield. I'm not too worried about that. However, we still have to be at the top of our game to, move on to the final 8. But dude, injuries, man, just the bane of our existence as Liverpool fans.
Yeah, Firmino's fallen into kind of a cycle here.
He never got injured before, dude. Ever.
Well, he's not young anymore.
No, he's not young. He's 30. Look at that handsome. Look at that man. Oh my God, he's so beautiful. All right. Anyways,
he's one of the best there ever was.
Yeah, he certainly is. Certainly
maybe
one
the
of the
best Brazilian in Premier League history.
Yeah, he's certainly up there. He is certainly up there. All right.
Don't you ever forget it either.
So here we go. With Diogo, it looks a little bit better than we first thought. With Bobby, we didn't even know that he had something until he felt it only after the game in midweek. We all thought it was a little thing, but it's a muscle injury, and we have to see how long it will take. I don't know at the moment, but for sure not the next game, so we have to see. We rested Trent today, and pretty much we're in the squad, and the rest pretty much were in the squad or played. Doesn't touch on Curtis Jones. Doesn't even mention Curtis Jones. So the 8-week thing, I got it from someone in the chat. But here, let's see what Klopp had to say about Joe Gomez. So, that's another thing. Gomez, that was his first Premier League start since, what did they say, November 2020? Or November 2021? It was November 20. Steven, you're muted. You idiot, bro. You are...
I do it so that I can cough.
Every show, you mute yourself. And I'm like,
and it goes up your you-know-what sideways. You can't stand it.
I can't stand you.
Your blood is going to boil until next Sunday over this, isn't it?
Oh, God, it's so irritating.
Yes, November 2020. It was the day he hurt his knee. He didn't come back until what? Like fall of 2021? Yeah, so, it was a while. And no, he hasn't started.
Was it the start of this season? It was
yeah, it was like the end of the summer, 2021.
Okay.
August, September, something like that.
Yeah.
He had started, just not in the Premier League.
Okay. Yeah, no, and
started some of those cup games.
Right. It's just, I don't know, it's crazy, man. You see this picture here. I mean, Klopp loves it. Gomez is straight up head on Klopp's shoulders, in love with this situation. Like, Gomez is like, thank you, Dad. I appreciate it. Like, thank you for playing me again. That actually makes me smile. That's a good picture. So he said, I've had to wait longer than I would have hoped, but at the end of the day, I've had to keep working. My mom hates that phrase, but at the end of the day, I've had to keep working and be the best member of the squad I can be, pushing the lads and doing my bit as well away from the pitch to try and be ready physically and mentally. Oh, what else we got? Anything interesting down here? It's probably just an interview with them.
Nothing interesting.
Nothing interesting down there. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. Again, Fabinho with the Player of the Month, which is that's just so cool. It's very well deserved for Fabinho. And yeah, let's go over to the chat. What are people saying? So Dermot, yeah, you just saw, we read, Klopp said it's not as bad as he initially thought, so that's good news. What's got? Here we go. Origi. I forgot Origi played yesterday. Origi made a big difference without hardly touching the ball. It unsettled the Norwich defense and created space. Master stroke from Klopp. Well, I mean, look, when Origi comes on, he immediately changes the game. Regardless of if he comes on in the last 30 seconds or not, he's one of the greatest strikers that there ever was. All right.
He really is. I know we're laughing, but wow. When he came on, it was just a beautiful thing. He belongs. Like, when I think of Origi in the Premier League, I think of him playing against Norwich. Like, when you picture a player, you have like a certain vision of them. Of course, it's the Champions League final in the Barcelona game with the dreads.
Oh,
but
yeah.
for me, it's Origi dancing in a corner versus yellow and green Norwich. That's what I think of. He just belongs. Like, I wish he started yesterday.
Yeah. Hey, he starts in the weirdest games, man. Klopp will just throw Origi in the lineup in the weirdest games. Rob Scott,
Everton.
What's going on? Spence, what's good? Yeah, Nick Red asks, is Gomez good as right back? The short answer to that is no. He's a center back. I mean, honestly. Inglese here says, if we believe for a second that we've qualified for the UCL quarters, we'll be knocked out by Inter. Look, I agree. These guys don't think that they've qualified. But I'm just saying we lucked out with a 2-0 cushion. That's all I'm going to say.
Shout out to my mother. Shout out to my mother who's in there.
Where's she at?
In here. She's not in the chat. I don't even know if she's interested in the chat or knows how to use the chat, but she's here. So say hello. Everyone say hello.
Hello. And my mom, my mom hates the vertical flags, okay? If I put the flags horizontal, you would see a bunch of wall. And it's this ugly off-white brown color, okay? So deal with the vertical flags, people. I know it's an eyesore, but just it's okay.
It is what it is.
You
just need more flags.
You'll be all right. Everyone will be all right. Okay.
You just have to get more flags.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna have to just horizontal flag this wall up. Something.
Yeah, you need just like 2 or 3 on each side.
Yeah, no, and essentially that is what I need. The reason I put them vertical is for that exact reason. I want all of the wall covered. I know the flags go horizontal. I feel like people are like, what's wrong with this guy? Does he know the flags are sideways? It's like, yes, I do. Sorry, guys. Okay. Paint my wall red. I wish I could. I don't know if the owner of the house would get mad about that or not, but maybe I'll give him a call. All right. So looking at the title race now, Steve, 3 points. Let's go over and see the upcoming matches here for Man City. I just got to go to the Premier League website. And we don't play Man City till April. So that kind of gives us some time.
We're going to be up at that point. It's going to be our title to lose at that point.
I think it was our title to lose all along.
Oh.
We just let it slip from us.
I don't know if my friend is in here. Flex, the legend. But him and I spoke yesterday about, do you remember in the preseason, Chelsea were the favorites? Betting favorites? I had Man City fans saying that they were going to win the league. Man United fans of supporters of other clubs saying that Chelsea was one of the best Premier League teams of all time now.
Huh?
Yeah. Dude, they were the betting favorites. The odds were for Chelsea to win the league.
That's odd.
Are you hearing what I'm saying?
Yes, no, but like, look, Chelsea won the Champions League. That's great, fantastic, good job to Chelsea. Okay,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean you're going to win the Premier League. I would argue the Premier League is more competitive and more difficult to win than the Champions League.
It is. You just have to show excellence for so long.
Like it used to be, you could win the Premier League with 85 points. 80 to 85 points, you could win the Premier League. Maybe 90. Some could argue 90. Now, you almost have to be perfect, Steve. You almost have to be perfect. It's sickening. And it's almost annoying.
So, what could we finish with? We have 13 matches left.
Yeah, let's look at this. So
we could finish with
13 matches, but we played Leeds coming up. And look at our form. We have entered mentality monster form. We said we are not losing this Premier League, okay? We said, let's go. Look at this. This is what I want to see. Green, 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 green. Okay.
But you hear them talk about Man City as if they've been almost perfect this year.
Steve, they've been pretty damn. They talk about them like that because, again, this comes back to our argument: the draws. Okay, we have 6 draws. They have 3. Okay, granted, they have one more loss than us, but that didn't occur until yesterday. All right.
Mm-hmm.
On paper, we are the same exact team. Look at this: goals for. It's not even a challenge with other clubs. I mean, look at this. The third in line is Chelsea. Chelsea is not even an attacking team, really. Okay? Goals against our defense. There was a point in time in this season where we were kind of struggling defensively, but even so, 3 more goals allowed than Man City. It's really not that big of a deal. The goal difference is tight. Hopefully it doesn't come down to that. Did they take away that rule? I don't know. I don't think they did. But
What?
The goal difference rule, because I know they're modifying the rules all the time, and I just want to make sure I'm on top of it.
Rule Raider?
What are you talking? What?
Anyways, so I just wanted to have a good laugh for all the people that thought Chelsea were going to win the league.
Yeah, no, I went on a rant there for a second.
Dude, Manchester City has less draws, sure. But we still have a game in hand. So you know what that means? We're going to be down 3 points. Then what? Pressure's on them at that point.
That's exactly what I said yesterday. Yes.
Because we're going to keep winning. We're going to keep winning. We've already played Chelsea twice. Correct?
I believe so. Yeah.
We got Man City one more time.
Let's take a look
at this. Let's look at
let's take a look at it. So we got Leeds, right? Cup final. FA Cup, Norwich again. And then we got West Ham and Brighton. So honest, if we can, all right. So here's the thing: if we can win the Leeds match, right? Here's what I'm worried about: the sheer number of fixtures, right? Because obviously, Man City don't have to deal with the EFL Cup, right? This is the final. That's the good thing. This is the final. But we have 3 games that week. So you have Chelsea, then you have the FA Cup, which will probably be rotation squad. So a lot of players will get rest. That's got to be on Wednesday, I'm assuming. And then that Saturday, you have West Ham. And then the next, you have Sunday, Monday. Okay, so you get 3 days rest. Again, I'm just thinking there's a lot of fixtures coming up. And then, so West Ham, Brighton, Arsenal, Man United. Those aren't easy, all right? I mean,
it's not looking. No, it's a rough road.
It's a rough road, or at
Click
least
on them.
Challenging one. Click on Man City.
Yeah, we did have super chat come in, by the way.
Oh, we did. Where are my super chats at? Oh, well, thank you. Our mother loves us, or my mother loves us. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Mom.
Appreciate it.
Love the support. Love the support. And just for that, I'll probably have to fix the flags for you. All right.
You just no. That money, it's not a donation. It's to buy more flags.
It's to buy more
So you
flags,
can
honestly.
do the horizontal.
That's funny. All right, Man City. What's Man
Thank
City
you.
doing here? Thank you, Ma. Appreciate it. All right, so they got Everton, Man United, Crystal Palace. So look, they don't really have too easy of a road either. I mean, Everton, you could argue that they're, I don't know, maybe they're starting to pick it up a little bit with a new manager. I don't know. It's probably not looking good for
Oh,
them.
look, they have to play Liverpool on April 9th. That sucks.
That's true. Yeah, that does suck. Then they got Wolves after that. Leeds, Newcastle, West Ham, Aston Villa. So some challenging. They play a lot of the same teams we do for the rest of the season.
Crystal Palace, Watford, Wolves. They got a few easy ones, but yeah, there's some challenge in there.
The thing is, they play West Ham at the end of the season. West Ham are still going to be challenging for a top 4 spot. So West Ham, that's going to be a tough game for them because West Ham are going to be all business at that point.
And Aston Villa is good now.
Well, yeah, I mean, they are, but unfortunately, Stevie G, I think he only has like 2 or 3 wins as manager.
They're tough to beat. I'll give them that. They're not good, but they're tough to beat, I think, at this point.
Have they turned into Burnley?
They're not an easy team.
All right, let's look at what they've. Their recent form isn't too great.
Well, let's take a look. I could be wrong here.
I mean, look.
This is the Aston Villa podcast.
Yes. No. Subscribe for Aston Villa content. Okay.
Oh boy.
They lost to Watford yesterday. They lost to Newcastle. They drew with Leeds. They beat Everton. Drew with Man United. When did he take over?
Lost to Brentford. He took over.
He took over with at
Go up more.
I think it was at Aston Villa, wasn't it? Or I mean Leicester City? Or Brighton?
No.
Doesn't matter.
I think it was Brighton. No, I think it was Brighton.
Took over with Brighton. They ended up winning that game. Then they won the next game. Then they lost. Then they won. So that's 3 wins. Oh, okay. I'm talking out of my ass. I don't know. They lost to Brentford, drew. Okay, so they actually have been pretty successful under him. I get quote unquote successful. I'd be curious to see what they were when he took over. But anyways. Hey, what's going on to Hannah? Shout out to everyone in the chat. Make sure you like the stream if you're enjoying the content and subscribe to the channel as well. Sir Oswald said Everton are sliding downwards toward the relegation zone. Whew, imagine if Everton got relegated, bro. That would be nuts.
Yeah, man. I would love to see Pickford playing in the championship. I'm telling you.
Nah,
that would make my day.
I don't know. Some of these teams, how do I just bring me back to the Premier League table, please?
Scroll up to the top.
I was at the top. Oh, I was just on it. Hold on. Okay. There we go. All right. So going back to the table. So 7-point gap between us and Chelsea, equal on points. Who does Chelsea have coming up? Do we need to worry about a team on our tail? I don't think we do, but who do they have coming up?
No.
So they still have Arsenal. Leicester was How did they get all these games postponed? So 2 very difficult games postponed. Newcastle, Burnley, Norwich, Southampton, Brentford, Leeds. Jesus.
They don't play anybody the rest of the year.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they got Man United and Wolves and West Ham and Everton. But look at Brentford, Norwich, Southampton, Newcastle, Burnley. Are you joking?
Well, it just means they've already played the tough.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe, hey, that could attribute to the fact that they're 7 points behind us. You never know. I mean, but the thing is, Man City and us, we have a tough schedule coming up. I think both of our teams are going to drop points, unfortunately, during that time. I don't know to who. I don't think it's going to be a lot, but I think there's going to be a draw mixed in there, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, you could sprinkle a draw in there. I would not like to see a loss, but again, we're not going to do it. But Maybe we should really go for the wins instead of settling for draws.
Yeah. Don't hit them with the math. I don't want to confuse anyone right now.
No, I really don't.
It's too early for that. So Inglese said Jurgen rotating the team beautifully at the moment, and I agree with that. Not only rotating, but the subs, bro. The substitutions the last 2 matches have pretty much won us the game.
Powerful
Subs. Thiago has become a super sub. It's unreal. I love it. And I thought it was a little bold not starting Fabinho yesterday, okay? But, resting Fabinho, giving Henderson a run in the team. And the thing is, even if our midfield's not necessarily performing that great, okay, like it was yesterday, like it was against Inter, bringing those players off the bench and immediately impacting the game. Let me ask you something real quick, Steve. Do you think Minamino was a little hurt by not being in the starting lineup yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, he was. Ox was in. Who else? Diaz?
So Diaz started, Mane and Salah, right? And then we brought on Origi, Minamino, Thiago. Those are our subs, I'm pretty sure.
I do want to give a shout out to Mane and Salah. I don't want to get too deep into it, but they were just rock solid and hungry yesterday.
Yeah.
Professional footballers yesterday.
Yeah, Mane, again, producing. That's what he does. He produces goals. All right.
Should have had 3.
Should have had 3. Diaz even had a few chances in the first half that just went over the bar. Again, it's just about we had so many shots on target. Again, it was another 20-plus shots game. We just needed to convert. And then Mane with the bicycle kick, bro. We were FaceTiming during that, and I freaked out. I should have done
Allison's pass.
Oh, hold on. How? I can't believe we skipped over that. How did we skip Allison's pass? Oh, my God. Let's throw Brazilian flags in the chat right now for Allison's pass. I mean, dude, is there any question that this guy is the best goalkeeper in the Premier League? No question, but possibly the world. Focus.
What do you want me to say? His pass was unbelievable. He's been solid lately. I'll give him that. He's been real solid.
He's been the
But that pass, no one else does that.
No one else.
How do you even see that?
You didn't.
And it was so accurate.
80 yards. 80 plus.
And he falls. He falls when he does it too, by the way.
Yeah, he does. He kind of
he's a little theatrical.
Yeah. But oh God, it's so good. Absolutely so good. Red's goals here. What are we talking about? Regards to the football pundits' opinions on who will win the league, Ian Wright has consistently been backing us to win it, despite other pundits ridiculing him for believing that LFC can be champions. Everyone's going to ridicule anyone who believes that Liverpool could be champions. Even the year where we are up by 47,000 points, they were ridiculing us because it was COVID, because we weren't actually winning the league. It's BS, bro.
What more do we have to do? Listen, we have the 2 best goal scorers in the league right now. I'm not saying Jota's, right now, we have the 2 best goal scorers. We have the 2 best assisters in Trent and Robbo, right? And you have Mane. So our wings, like the corners of our team, are just unbelievable. If you look up the middle, we have arguably the best goalkeeper. We do have the best center back pairing now. Last year, I'll give it to Stones and what's his face. That's changed. It was Stones and Diaz last year. I'll give him that. Midfield. We don't even have to get into the midfield because there's just so many options there. But like, if you look at our lineup, how could you say we don't have a chance? If you look at the stats, how could you say we don't have a chance?
Especially recently. 5 wins on the bounce. Okay. Man City dropping points to Tottenham. The pressure's on them, like you said.
Yeah. I mean, if you
Ahmed brings up a good point. We can't forget about Salah's creation ability.
I forgot about that.
Man, good call. God. Even Salah was good yesterday. Oh
yeah, he's always good.
He's always good. He's just, God, we forget how lucky we are. Guys, enjoy this ride right now. Real quick break here. All right. Let's go over to the chat here. Oyvind says Kelleher deserves to start against Chelsea, but I think Allison has to. It's a lot of debate recently. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well, Reds. I mean, Kelleher, I think, deserves the spot given the performance throughout the tournament. But if you want to win, don't you start your best team, and that includes Allison?
Yeah, but I think for the keeper, it's a little different.
I agree.
I think the keeper might be the one exception to that rule. But hey, Klopp, you want to throw Allison in? I'm not complaining. I don't care about fairness. I want that trophy.
You think Kelleher's saying that?
No, he wants to play. Of course he wants to play, but I don't care what he wants. I'm a supporter. I'm not Klopp. I don't care about his feelings. I want that trophy.
Look, I want the trophy. I trust Klopp whatever he does, but I do think he goes with a stronger outfield. But I think Kelleher starts in goal. I just do. I think it's great experience for Kelleher. I mean, and didn't he save us in penalties throughout this season in one of the games?
Yeah.
What game was it?
Leicester.
Yep. Kelleher saved us. So, I mean, I think he's more composed and more mature than a lot of people give him credit for. I think he's a solid backup.
This could go to Pence.
That's what I'm saying. It could very well.
He's better with Pence. Yeah, you're right. He's got to start.
Yeah. Ian Richards said it best, and Klopp we trust. Spencer says, I want the trophies, all 4 of them. Imagine, can we daydream for a second? We win 4 trophies. I know we brought this up earlier, but just imagine. Like, no one can say anything. That won't stop them from saying it. They'll still say something happened. It was ridiculous, but 4 trophies. Like you said, this is our window, Steve.
This is our window. And I just want to let's pin George's comment here.
Where's my man George
42.
at? Here we go. Sorry, George.
Just unbelievable right here. This is what we do here. First of all, the picture with that kit is fire. George, your profile picture.
Yo, yes.
Bobby, it's just wow. I remember
God.
that. I remember that. Anyways, Hendo has the same amount of assists in the league this season than Keita has his whole Prem career. But apparently, according to a lot of our fans, Keita is by far the more creative player.
Oh, look, George calling me out.
So here's the situation, and I'll break this down for everyone. Keita will drive the ball forward. He will dribble. He will do like actual dribbling moves, right? Hendo will deliver it forward with a pass. He has better vision. He has better touch. He's better crossing. So I guess it's all dependent on what your definition of creative is. But I'll take Hendo every day of the week over Keita, personally. The word creative is kind of just like a buzzword. It's like, okay, what does that even mean?
Right.
Like, yes, he's a better dribbler and he is more apt to drive and try to attack someone on the dribble. Hendo's pass yesterday to Tsimikas, Keita's never making that. He's not even seeing it.
No, Hendo, how about his pass to Salah yesterday?
Yeah. Yep. And he had a one-touch ball. It might have been in the Champions League. You know when he swings at a diagonal to Robbo or somebody? He had one of those last game, and I was like, wow, that's just
Hendo's
classic.
long. This goes without saying. I feel like people don't realize how good of a long passer Hendo is.
It's unreal.
Yeah. No, but George, honestly, excellent point, my man. Excellent point. Nick Red says here, our best midfield, Thiago, Hendo, Elliott, or Thiago, Fabinho, Hendo. I'll agree with both of those, actually. Very good. Very good. Dermot, next Sunday could determine a lot about the rest of the season. If we win the League Cup, it'd be a huge boost to the rest of the campaign. I'm worried Chelsea don't lose many cup finals. Jamie team. God, that would suck. Getting to
it's the only trophy they can win, really, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So they're going to be going all for it.
Oh, God, it would irritate me to no end if we get to another EFL Cup final and we lose. Why can't we play? Oh God, it just bothers me. I think we'll win. I think we will win the cup. I just think we're more hungry than they are. I think we want it more. No
We're
question.
better than they are.
That too. Liz, with the point on Keita and Hendo. Keita's prettier on the ball, but when Hendo is on, it's a thing of beauty. And everyone has bad and off games. I mean, that's why Henderson's gotten a lot of criticism lately, but Hendo turns it back on, dictates tempo, puts passes in behind, creates chances. And I think that's what people, when they see Keita going forward, progressive dribbling, that's what they think of as creative. Like he's taking matters into his own hands to try to make something happen. So to that aspect, I get it. Like Henderson isn't necessarily going to do that. But even Henderson yesterday was dribbling forward. So all things to think about. What else we got in the chat? 67 says, Hendo is very important for our team setup and is super consistent. Sadly, Keita blows hot and cold. Yeah, and he was certainly hot at the beginning of this season. That's for sure. Those two screamers.
Yep.
Yeah. Tony says, Hendo is precise like a laser. Keita's more of a blunt instrument forcing his way through. Huh. Interesting analogy there. Yeah, so Steve, with we don't even play Inter for a while, so we don't have that looking up. But we got Leeds coming up, right? What are you looking for against Leeds?
Leeds is trash.
They are this season.
No, they're real bad.
Do we play them at home? Finlay Pals, new face in the chat. What's going on? Shout out to Finlay Pals. Make sure if you're commenting, you're subscribed, so that's good. Wednesday we play Leeds. Pull it up, Steve.
Finlay, do I think we can win the title? I've been saying we were going to win the title the whole time. So yes, beat Leeds. We're 3 points back. Just a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
What am I pulling up?
Well, I can pull it up here because I don't think you have pinning permissions.
Hey, pinning?
Not pinning.
No,
not pinning.
I can share.
Can you share?
Yeah, I can, but you go ahead.
All right, I'll do it. I did not know you could share. That's pretty cool. All right, Man United are 1-0 up, it looks like. I don't even know who they're
Anfield.
playing.
It's a home game.
Nice. Home game against Leeds. It's what we need.
Holy crap, they're terrible.
Leeds?
They've let up the most goals in the league.
That just blows my mind.
Oh, that's not true. Norwich has let up 5 more than them.
What's the total number of goals that Norwich has let up?
53.
Oh my God. Wow.
That's a lot of goals.
So many goals.
It's like 2.1 a game or something crazy.
Wow, you're right. Over 2 goals a game. Yep.
And guess how many they've scored?
14.
15.
Wow. And they're supposed to be this open, progressive attack.
No. Sorry. That was Norwich I was talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, Leeds. 27 goals.
That makes more sense. Gary says Leeds 4-0 win, Diaz hat trick. Do it. Oh, God. Let's go.
Yeah. That works.
That's definitely the game for Diaz to come out and make himself like known. 67 says, Kyle and Steve, I seem to agree with you guys on everything bar Bobby. That's the one thing that matters.
It's a big thing to disagree on.
It's a significant portion of our fandom because my fandom is just tied up in Bobby Firmino.
Okay. He's a legend. He's a club legend. People will sing that song for the next 1,000 years.
That song. Seriously.
Some of the moments we've had with him, and he's not done. He's not done. He just changed the course of the Champions League for us the other day with a header. That game had 0-0 written all over it.
Comes on.
Or like 1-0 Inter. Like it didn't feel very good.
No, Inter were playing well the entire game.
Bobby with a little bit of magic there.
Oh my God. And the thing, you got to also think about what else Bobby has given to us. He has not only given us production on the pitch, he's given us things to look at, right? You had ponytail Bobby, right? You had slicked comb over Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
You had he went really short for a while, but blonde tips Bobby. Like, you can choose different Bobbies. If you're not necessarily feeling Bobby at the moment, you're just like, you know what? I'm more of a ponytail Bobby guy, right? Who else can you say that about? Origi? Like, I'm a dreads Origi all day. Hendo hasn't changed his hairstyle since 99, and everyone else is pretty much similar. Matip doesn't even have any hair. Konate's bald now. I'm just ranting on about that, but Bobby's the man. Look, Bobby's
67's not happy now. He's not happy.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine. I don't know what Yanks has anything to do with our opinion, but
Yeah, I know we don't love Balotelli, but Bobby's been here for like 7 years. He's won so many trophies with us. He was the most unique player on the planet at one point. Unique. Not the best, the most unique.
like, point out a better center forward, not striker. Point
False
out
nine.
a better false nine. You can't do it.
Yeah, has nothing to do with being American. Probably been watching the sport longer than you.
Yeah, no, and Hannah says, I'm not having this Bobby hate. Look, Bobby. You know the respect Bobby gets and deserves. It's almost unsaid at this point. We don't really talk about how great Bobby is anymore because it's just kind of a common fact. It's like, he's never going to get the respect that, like, everyone's going to get hate. If you play for Liverpool, you're going to get hate. Look at Salah. Salah's been the most consistent and arguably the best player in the world this season. Okay? Still going to get hate. Still going to get hate. Everyone's going to talk about Ronaldo, Messi, Mbappe. It's always going to be someone else, not Salah. No, it's But yeah, what else we got? Sir Oswald says, most of the time, opposition keepers seem to have the game of their lives whenever they play us. It honestly does seem like that sometimes. What else we got? Finley Palace here. Oh, I love it. People coming to Bobby's rescue. Bobby was probably the best false nine in the world at one point.
He was for well over a year.
Yes.
For two years. You guys don't remember? It's 11 goals in one Champions League campaign. 10 or 11 goals.
Yeah. Oyvind says you always talk about. Hold on. Oyvind says you always talk about Bobby, but okay. I don't think Oyvind's talking to us.
He's not.
Okay. It's going too quick for me. Look, I'll talk about Bobby every damn episode. I don't care. I'll do a whole episode dedicated to Bobby. He's the only player I could talk about that much. Seriously.
Dude, I'm telling you, he's not done. He's battling some injuries, like Jota's shining, so he's getting less playing time. He's not done. He's going to work his magic yet again. Yeah. If he's going to be out for 8 weeks, like that pretty much like ends his season.
Yeah, and that's what sucks, dude, because this season's been rough for him with injuries. Mane, and Salah, for the most part, with the exception of this season, if you take out this season, they have honestly been the most consistently healthy and available players we've had over the years, aside from, like Van Dijk, aside from that ACL injury, like Van Dijk's always available. But yeah, I don't know. So Oyvind said he was talking to you. And yeah, no, guys, we encourage the debate again. And I agree with 67 here that Bobby's form is nowhere near what it was. I mean, we know that, okay? We know that even Mane and Firmino had their peaks, but they're still great players. They're still phenomenal players. You have to be a good player to play for Liverpool Football Club. Just a fact of the matter.
What is this comment? Like, I'm trying to figure out what this is. He's declined. Okay.
That's fine.
I don't dislike him, but other players deserve to play. Yeah, okay.
Other players are playing.
I'm fine with that.
Like, other players are playing. Bobby's not playing every game. Right. Dermot says Bobby's not as dangerous as Jota certainly doesn't start in our best front three. And that's honestly a point we've had to address this season because I agree with it. Yeah. Honestly, Jota has more production than Bobby. Okay.
I'm not hearing anything groundbreaking here.
There's no ground. Like, these are all obvious statements, Yeah.
Seriously.
And I also think people a lot of times, if y'all are, regular on the channel, you definitely know there's a heavy sarcasm in almost a lot of the stuff we talk about. It's
no,
like
but there is no like Bobby Firmino is a club legend. He will go down as a club legend.
not the
100%.
best, not the best, but a club legend, maybe.
No, he will go down as a club legend. He's gotten more love than so many other players. So here's the thing. It's not like he was a flash in the pan. He's been here for a long time. When did he come? 15?
2015.
Dude, he might do 10 years at this club.
It's quite possible.
Yeah.
That's rare nowadays. That's rare nowadays, guys. Something has to be said for loyalty, too.
Highest scoring Brazilian in Premier League history? Is that what he is?
You tell me. I think so.
I think so. Someone look that up for us. If Doug's in here, Doug will know.
Doug will know. Shout out to Doug. I did see him, actually. He said good morning to everyone. Tom here. Tom said something good. Hold on. Tom, I've been to more games than most. I'm a Scouser, and believe me, I don't care where you follow the Reds from. A loyalty is sane and opinion is as valid as any. Agree.
It literally has no idea. It does not matter at all where you live. At all.
No.
At all.
It's
I watch the same game you do. And probably more of them. Shout out to all of you people out there.
Seriously, it doesn't matter where you're from. It's almost comical that like people a lot of times will turn to like the American argument. It's always going to be a thing. It's always going to be a thing. We're going to have to deal with it. But hey, we put our heads down and we keep rolling. Where else we got here? George. Jota is just in the right place at the right time. A lot of the time, his all-around play isn't great, whereas Firmino is selfless and his all-around play is amazing more often than not. Yeah, accurate. Okay?
Jota's there just to score. Nothing else. He can't do anything else. Like, he cannot do anything else, in my opinion. And I love him. But Bobby is a more complete footballer, hands down. Jota's just got the finishing touch that Bobby doesn't have. Imagine if you could combine those two players. I've been thinking about this a lot lately. Combining players. Here's my perfect midfielder. Ready? This is a whole nother episode. Three people I'm putting into one body. Keita, Thiago, and Kevin De Bruyne. It'd be the best midfielder of all time. Those three combined into one human.
Insane.
You get the dribble, you get the flair, you get the vision, you get the long shots, you get the winning mentality, the experience. Whoo! The only thing you don't have is durability because all three of them are always hurt. So
there's nothing we can do about that. Everyone's always injured or something or other.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And again, guys, 67 brings up a good point with the sentimental talking because yes, I'm going to be sentimental to players I like. Duh. Okay. Everyone has a player they like. All right. But that doesn't change the fact that Bobby Firmino has been a part of this transition of Liverpool. He has been the guy with the Champions League win. I mean, obviously you have Salah and Mane and everyone else. But again, he has been the guy before Jota, before, who else? It's really just Jota. He led, you can make the argument, top scoring in Premier League history, all that stuff.
I mean, look, if we have to do this, we can do this.
Or
Let's just do it.
Brazilian. Sorry. Jesus.
Let's just do it.
Do it.
Champions League, 4 matches, 3 goals. Thanks. This season, 15 Premier League matches. He's obviously been hurt a lot. 4 goals, 3 assists. So that's a goal or assist every other game.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
7 and 15, right?
7 goal contributions, yeah.
Yeah. Now let's do this. Go ahead. Continue. I'm going to pull up some other stuff.
Hold on. Hold on. So look, guys, again, we encourage debate. We've always encouraged debate. We love talking about the players and stuff, especially towards the end of the show. We kind of go off topic and we just kind of chat. So everyone's opinion is valid, okay? So don't get mad at each other. Everyone's going to think different things. Bobby Firmino, there is no question. You cannot question how good he has been for this club. You can agree that he's a legend or not, whatever. I'm going to say every player is a legend. I'm sorry. That's
it's
just
terminology.
it's a
But
terminology.
no, he's actually a club legend.
Yes.
Like not just our slang. I believe he is a club legend.
Yes. In the United States, legend is slang. It's like, and unfortunately, people take it literally as in like Bobby Firmino is Steven Gerrard. It's like, no. We're just saying
No.
Bobby Firmino is a legend. Okay.
Okay.
Hit me.
Mane. 10 contributions in 22 matches.
Okay.
So I think Firmino's percentage is higher.
What does he have? What is that? 9 goals, 1 assist?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Gabriel Jesus, as an example. 9 contributions in 19 matches. So 1 less than half. Same as Bobby.
Okay.
Anyone slandering him?
I don't even know. No one's talking about Gabriel Jesus because he's not relevant.
Right. Okay. Who's another striker?
Give me
Ronaldo. Let me pull up Ronaldo.
Pull up Ronaldo.
And I'm just purely talking appearances to goal contributions in the Premier League.
Nothing else. Just
Ronaldo, 12 and 22. He is more than half.
Okay.
He's the first one I've pulled up that has had a better number than Bobby.
Okay. 12 and 22.
Mm-hmm.
Who else we got? There's other players too. Look at, are there even other like consistent forwards that play?
Jota is over half by 1.
We know that. Jota is just
by 1 though. By 1. What I'm saying is the only person that really is like crushing the season is Salah.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else could we look at?
Let's look at freaking Mikel Antonio.
This is a good one.
This
is a good one. Mikel Antonio, player of the month, hot season. 8 goals, 25 matches. Come on.
No assists.
Oh, I haven't checked the assists yet. 6 assists.
That's solid. That's 14.
He's had a good year for sure. But like,
yep.
What I'm just trying, all I'm trying to convey is it's just not. It's not as bad as they're making it seem.
Yeah. Look, I like this debate. We'll close it out with this, Steve. George is putting his lineup for the final in the chat. Let's look at this. Allison, Trent, Virgil, Konate, Rabo. With Fabinho, Hendo, Thiago, Mane, Jota if fit, and Minamino. Otherwise, Salah. What are your thoughts?
Kelleher will be there. I'm playing Matip. I want to win. I think he gives us a better chance than Konate, personally. Less of a mistake risk.
Even after yesterday.
Yeah. What did Matip do? He looked bad on one play.
He didn't do anything intentionally, but you said a mistake risk. There was a deflection and it was a goal.
Yeah, but he was in the right spot.
Okay, fair enough.
That's going to happen once. That's going to happen to us once a season.
Yeah,
I don't blame him for that. He did make one other small mistake, but whatever. I don't care. I need the best possible 11. But Kelleher's going to play.
All right, yeah. So I go Kelleher in goal. I'm telling y'all, bro. Cade Gordon starting. What do you think? Is that cold? Is that a cold take? Steven, what is Steven doing?
I'm reading through the comments here. I feel like there's a little bit of tension in here.
Yeah.
And we're not going to stand for that.
Guys, relax. We're talking about Bobby Firmino.
Literally, like
it should be fine.
Smile. Like show your teeth. Smile.
I can't say Firmino without smiling.
I mean, he's 3 goals in 4 Premier League matches. Like that's the Bobby I know.
It's
I'm
okay,
sorry.
guys. It's okay. There's nothing to be upset about. It's okay. Everyone's fine. Okay. George says no way Klopp plays Cade in the final. Okay. So, yeah, I know, guys. I know deep down you're right, but still. Oh man, maybe he'll play in the FA Cup. So yeah. All right. So no Cade. So we're going Salah. I think Luis Diaz plays in the final. I don't know if
Depends if
Jota's
Jota's fit or not.
That's the thing. If Jota's not, it's obviously. I think Minamino plays. No.
Why?
That's a legitimate question. Like, or
Why?
I don't know. Rotation.
What about Origi? Forget about him?
No, yeah, a little bit. Well, no, I don't. When does Origi start? It's like Minamino has started in more games than Origi, I feel like.
Yeah, don't forget about Harvey. Harvey played well against Chelsea earlier this year.
Yeah, he did.
He did, and no one thought he was going to start the Champions League game. And I said, "Hey, there's a chance."
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't play well, but Klopp doesn't care. Klopp likes to play that kid.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people are suggesting that no, it's a major trophy, so we absolutely have to go with our strongest lineup.
Yeah,
and I think that's what's going to happen. Except with Kelleher, Mohammed Khalif. What's going on? It has been a long time, my friend. Good morning.
Dermot wants to know what I think of Pulisic. If we sell any of our front three, I'd take him all day. I love him.
Yeah, Steve likes Pulisic.
He's a real good player. It's not because he's American. Like, he's just really good.
Yeah. So is Josh Sargent. I mean, I feel like watching him yesterday, I was like, this guy's kind of good.
No, yeah, he had a hell of a match yesterday.
Yeah. And Oyvind says it's impossible to predict Klopp, and yeah, I agree. It's completely impossible to predict Klopp. So yeah, second team. It's going to be interesting to see, Steve. But overall, Liverpool closed the gap. Man City helping us out. It was really Tottenham helping us out. Shout out to Harry Kane. Steve, do you have any closing thoughts, my man?
Shout out to Harry Kane. The one day of the year I like Harry Kane. Yesterday and today. 2 days.
2 days. The one day of the year. Yesterday and today.
He's a legend. You hear that? He's a legend.
All right, everyone. Hey, we appreciate the support, guys. Remember, it's all positive in here, okay? The debate is welcomed, but no slander. It's all good. We're all Liverpool fans at the end of the day. I love it. You love it. And thanks again for tuning in. And until next time, Reds, take care.